Hello, my darling friends. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. So, I'm super excited, as you can probably tell, because I received this beautiful deck from my mom. I kind of forced her into buying this for me for my birthday. And I'm so curious to see what it looks like inside. Looking at it on Amazon, it looked fascinating. It seriously looks like a series of beautiful paintings, and I love this style of painting, so of course I was very, very drawn to it. So I'm so curious to finally open it up and see what's up. Okay. So first of all, sorry, I forgot to say that this is Oracle of Mystical Moments by welz-stein. Yeah, but I like that it's very succinct and to the point, it looks like. And I'm kind of curious to read some of these descriptions later on when I'm going to draw a couple of cards for you at the end of this video. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm not going to put you through the torture of watching me open it up. So I'll be right back. Okay, here we are. And I gotta say, they feel kind of thin. They're sort of glossy. Again, not something that I love, but I'm sure a lot of people do. And the actual size, I would say, here's one of the previous decks I reviewed. Queen of the Moon Oracle, which by the way is also awesome. So I hope you check out the video where I unboxed it as well. But this is the average size, right? And this is these cards. So I don't know, it's actually pretty convenient in terms of holding them in your hand, but it's just interesting because I don't think most Oracle cards are this size, so it feels a little bit different. So it's just a matter of personal preference, of course. Anyway, so let's see the imagery. It's such a cool imagery. Day and night, liberty, Sleeping Beauty's dream. I was kind of uncertain about these at first when I saw them because I like the messages to be clearer. If they are going to have messages at the bottom, I like them to be a little bit less ambiguous. But at the same time, that's what's so cool about this deck. It's because it's more of a... it feels more like a metaphorical card deck. And by metaphorical, I mean it's more about what you get from it versus the message that it says at the bottom. Metaphorical cards usually don't have anything at the bottom, so you can literally just chop this off and kind of let your intuition guide you through them. So this seems like that kind of a deck. I wouldn't say this is a beginner's deck, unless you have an amazing intuition, and to you it's just easy to pick up the message from the card. Anyway, so Sleeping Beauty's dream, Moon dance, bloom, listen, pure nature, red garden. I'm curious how many cards there are. 52. Yeah, it feels like there's a lot of them. Red garden, rose garden, flower spirit. So if you're into flowers, I think you're gonna love this deck. Queen bee, all is connected, morning dew girl, the art of seduction, elixir of life, Eva, that's cool, Miss Sunshine, treasured memories, the journey, under my umbrella. How creative are these? These are so cool. Tiny triumphs, like a bird, the gift, mermaid's love, protective nest, transformation, and you can see the beautiful butterfly, always a symbol of transformation. The gardener. Can you hear me? This reminds me of that was it T-Mobile or Sprint? I think it was Sprint commercial where Jared, or what's his name? Oh my god, I'm totally spacing it. But the guy who's like, can you hear me now? Anyway, sorry, side note. The Perfect Key. White Rose of Hope. Lorelei, or Lorelei? I'm a foreigner, I'm sorry. You can't depend on me to pronounce things right all the time. Touch the Sky. Weaving Flowers. The same one as we have on the deck. Abracadabra. That's cool. A Long Way Home. House of Flowers. No rain today. Lullaby. Oh my god, look at this imagery. It's seriously mesmerizing. My home is my castle. It's like my castle is your castle. Just kidding. Oh, sunny day. Home in the sky. I notice a lot of birds and flowers and women in this deck. Change of seasons. Secrets. Stranded. New directions. Night ride. Oh, my favorite owls. Here they are again. My dear friend. Butterfly garden. Keys on trees. The observer. To the moon and back. And the last one is Sea Witch. Very, very interesting and unique. I have very, very few decks to even compare this to. Like, this made me think of this one, the Chicole Oracle. And I've also reviewed this one before, so be sure to check this one out if you're curious about it. And it kind of also reminded me of this one a little bit. Not too much. But really, this one is very unique. Actually, it also kind of reminds me of this deck, Sacred Rebels Oracle, which I haven't used in forever, but it's a really wonderful oracle with like a truly amazing guidebook. And let me think. I don't even know, maybe the Enchanted Map by Colette Bayron Reed. Yeah, that's kind of it. It's a very unique, interesting oracle card deck, which I'm sure you noticed as well. Okay, so I'm just gonna connect with these beautiful cards, and I'll be right back with a message for you, so stay tuned, please. Okie dokes, I'm back with you, and I pulled these 3 cards, and I'm really curious to see what they are. And I am gonna just quickly read from the guidebook, you know, what the guidebook says, just out of curiosity, and so you see, like, what the guidebook is like, and then I'll give you my 2 cents, okay? About what I'm seeing. Oh, I love this. I had a feeling I was gonna pull this card. It's funny. So this is just a message to you, you know, through the law of synchronicity. If you're attracted to this video, then this message is definitely for you. And it says, Sleeping Beauty's Dream, New Directions, and Flower Spirit. How cool is that? Okay. So let's see. This is number 3. Sleeping Beauty's Dream, Soul Journey, Power of Imagination, Inner Strength. We all know the story of Sleeping Beauty, who got pricked by a spindle and fell into a deep sleep. This card shows Sleeping Beauty asleep, her hair thick like thorns surrounding a castle. Imagine if your soul could wander while you sleep. What places and people would it visit? Envision what kind of journey you could have. Your soul is not tied to a certain place. It's able to tear down walls and scale a hedge of thorns. Like the bird Sleeping Beauty gently holds in her hand, your soul is ready to be freed and soar to all the places in your dreams. Very beautiful. And this is the bird that the book is talking about. Now this one, New Directions. I have a feeling I know exactly what this means. Departure, new perspectives, goodbyes. A dandelion is an airship traveling through the sky with a top hat as the basket these men are flying away in. One man jumps out of the basket and sails off on a flying dandelion seed. It takes him far away while the other men wave goodbye and wish him well. This story illustrates endings and departures that are necessary to gain new perspectives in life. It takes courage to change directions and abandon old habits. But if you're bold enough, you can fly towards something new, a dream, a place, even yourself. Love this. That's so interesting. I hadn't even noticed the men. See, those are the ones that are waving goodbye, and this one is just like flying away. Okay, and then this last one is Flower Spirit. Friendship, soul, tenderness, joy. This card shows the tender and sensitive flower fairy, the soul of each plant. She listens with all her heart to her friends and provides a soothing caress when their edges get prickly. By enjoying life and keeping the playfulness in her heart, she is a source of inspiration and joy. Her childlike vision helps her see the good in all things, especially herself. How cute are these? And I feel like some of the descriptions in this guidebook are kind of poetic, you know? They're kind of like really interesting and beautiful, and they just feel warm and fuzzy to me. So, I don't know, to me this message is all about new beginnings for you, and it's also about you being very gentle with yourself and not being afraid to ask for help and not being afraid to dream, you know, not being afraid to have a vision that you can hold on to and that is going to come true if you're brave enough to like take off and pursue it. I know this is like a really general message and it's only 3 cards, but I really feel a lot of gentleness. Like there needs to be more gentleness in how you approach yourself and how you approach your situation, and just being more adaptive and just not afraid to really be yourself and tune into this beautiful place in your soul that keeps you feeling loved and supported. It just seems like you could really use some support right now, and I hope you're not afraid to reach out to get that support, because I guarantee there's going to be people around you who are totally willing to offer you that support as long as you reach out. Maybe they don't even know what you're going through, and so they're not going to be the first ones to reach out to you necessarily. But this is such a dreamy, like these cards have such a dreamy vibe to them, I feel like, you know? They just feel like kind of like really playful to me and gentle and supportive. And so I would say the biggest takeaway from these ones is that whatever new directions you are willing to explore and you're interested in, make sure that you take time for self-care. Make sure that you take time to reach out for help whenever you need it, and that you're just gentle with yourself, and that you really are clear on this vision and the dream of whatever it is that you want to do, whether or not this is like career related or vacation related. It could be literally anything, or family related. It's holding on to this vision and not being afraid to pursue it when the timing is right, and not being afraid to reach out to others who can actually help you get to where you want to be. And also, if you're one of those people who loves flowers, I encourage you to get some flowers that you can take care of at home, and just look at them and just enjoy their presence in your surroundings, you know, because they will bring something really positive into your life if you let them. And it seems like they're kind of like reaching out to you. So if that resonates with you, definitely get some flowers to enjoy and look at and just take care of. Yeah, I guess that about sums it up. I hope this message resonates with you guys, and I would love to hear some comments or feedback. And if you're interested in a more personal, more extensive reading, then definitely please reach out to me via askyoursoul.org. I would love to do a reading for you. I'm also available on Fiverr, and I include all my links below, so you're going to be able to access that page in the description box. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. This seems like a lovely deck, so I totally recommend it. Again, probably not the best for beginners unless you really want to work on your intuition, in which case it's a really great deck, actually. Other than that, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to my channel, which would mean the world to me. And I hope you have an amazing day or night, and I'm sending you so much love and light. Thanks again for watching. Bye!